will rejoice.
Now that I got your attention, I think all of you have been wondering where the heck I've been. Maybe you're wondering what I've been up to. I haven't seen any posts from you on social media, so what's up? Well, I've been keeping myself somewhat busy, and I've needed to because, you know what? I don't get to work out as much as I want to. Okay, well, let me explain. There's a few things that have basically made me go pretty quiet. The main thing is I have 3 injuries at the moment that I'm dealing with, and I think I'll just kind of go ahead and go through them. So we're gonna start with the knee. So basically we can just call it pain above the kneecap right now, not under the kneecap. I've had that for 7 months, and with COVID here, it's just been really hard to kind of get it back to being great. So I don't go to the gym, so I don't have the tools that I used before to get that better. And I think I haven't been approaching it that well. So obviously when your knee is bad, you're not going to be jumping as much or doing anything like that. So I haven't, for the last 7 months or so, you know, it was really difficult to try and, because there's a lot of trial and error with it to try and get it better, and it would just kind of go up and down. So yeah, I haven't been able to, I probably could jump with it, but like I wanted it to be better. I wanted some sort of progress, and I just haven't made a whole lot of progress with it. So that was the first thing. And then the next thing is probably the bigger one. So my hamstring, during some routine training, May 21st, we'll just say it was just routine training, I was doing sprints, and it just went pop pop on me, and I had to pull up, and yeah, that was it. So walking was really hard. It took a few days for me to be able to walk. I didn't go get it checked out. I didn't get an MRI, so I don't have like a diagnosis as to what grade it is or how bad of a tear it was or anything. So I think we could just like assume, yeah, sure, it tore. And that was 6 months ago or so, and now it's not great. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to walk. In these last 6 months, it's like, okay, you know, you should be healed by now, but yeah, there was issues. There was good periods of, okay, we're getting better, and then there was lots of regression at the same time. And with that kind of built some anxiety around training. So not only was my knee hurting, my hamstring was hurting as well. At the time, it was really like, it really messed with me mentally. So at the time when my hamstring was hurt, I wasn't getting the same training, obviously, because I couldn't run. I couldn't really load my knees. I wasn't able to work, really, you know? So all I had was my upper body to work on. So I started doing a lot more upper body, and that would lead to me having a shoulder problem. There's a lot of ways you can describe this, but we're just gonna call it shoulder pain for now. I was doing a lot of hand speed drills, a bit of lifting, a lot of body weight work and stuff, and eventually I kind of had to stop that because it was hurting too much and it wasn't getting better. And I would keep trying to do certain things and lots of different things to try and get it better, and it just kept going down and down and down to the point where it was just like, okay, couldn't do push-ups, okay, couldn't dribble a basketball, couldn't do hand speed drills, and then it got even worse to where I couldn't like lift things up around the house, I couldn't wash my hair, I couldn't sleep well. So that was the most painful part. Oh, I don't know, the hamstring, I think the shoulder was more painful. So it got to the point where like it was just there, and I couldn't move it. I couldn't move it through daily activities. I couldn't do nothing. So, and that was just shortly after the hamstring. So now we have all on the left side, my shoulder, my hamstring, and my knee. I was basically unable to do any kind of workouts. So that was frustrating. With all that happening, not only was there anxiety around training, as I did many different things to try and get it better, and it would be good for 1 week, maybe 2 weeks. It was really good. There was progress, and then the next week everything just like crumbles and it falls through, and I kind of have to start over. And that really took a toll on me for these last 6 months. So mentally, it was very, very tough. So along with the like anxiety of training, I picked up a lot of other anxieties as well, because well, I mean, being away from the sport and just kind of like being unable to do what you like to do, or even like any kind of other hobbies that you try to jump into, I really wasn't able to move, so that really took me out, and that caused me to kind of crumble internally. So, and then all sorts of other outside things kind of came together, and my anxiety for so many different things just built up and built up to the point where it was very like destructive, and I feel like I was so stressed I couldn't even get healthy if I wanted to. And there was a number of different things that was really causing me just to be super unhappy, and through that I just wasn't able to heal. I broke down so much, like mentally. I just completely stopped social media. I didn't even open social media much. I haven't been texting my friends, calling my friends. I kind of went quiet for a really long time. So yeah, I'm sorry for anybody who I might not have messaged back, or to anybody that I just haven't been keeping up with. But now things are kind of getting better, because what I realized was I kind of had to like dig a little bit deeper. And I think the big thing was the way I see myself, or the way I would describe myself. There was only one thing that I would always like think, and I would always say is, I'm a professional dunker. That's what I do for a living, right? But I kind of had to see past that, because that would kind of limit my way of thinking. And if I didn't have dunking, then what am I? And that's the big question that would really kind of stress me out. So I kind of had to like look a little bit further past that, and I had to see that I can, or I am, more than just a professional dunker. Like me, myself, my personality, there's a lot more to it, and I can't just limit myself to that one thing. So that helped me kind of like open my eyes a little bit and see things in a different light. And then with that, I was able to build some confidence just on myself, because everything felt lost. But internally, I kind of started to build some confidence, and I was able to work my way up to seeing things differently. And with that, things started to get a little better, like physically. I actually wasn't so through all this. I'm still working out. Okay, I'm still trying to do all sorts of different things to get better. Except in the last 2 months, I just haven't been trying to push anymore. So I'm just doing very, very, very minimal baseline things just to like keep me going. Because I mean, not working out, I don't know, that's just not possible for me. So very minimal things. Yeah, and that's really the two big things. So it was just the injuries, and then my mentality was just down the drain. How are we doing right now? When will I be back is the question, because yeah, of course I'll be back. Things are not bad. I'm at a good stage right now. There's nothing like structurally completely terrible in any of my injury areas. So I started some physical therapy training finally. I go to a place to kind of get worked on, and we're gonna hope that that works. But it's all about building strength right now. I'm pretty weak in all these areas. So I mean, you can imagine if you haven't worked out properly for 6 months. I haven't done any explosive training for 6 months. So I lost some muscle mass. I lost a little bit of weight. But I think that's all that stuff might not take too long to come back. Right now, we're still taking it pretty slow. I don't know how long it's gonna take, because I'm not at the point where I can jump even like a little bit just yet, so we'll see. I think now I feel a lot more comfortable being able to update you guys as well. You should start seeing some more social media posts, because I would like to kind of build up my name again, get some content out there for you guys, and post some things that are exciting, so that when I come back, you guys will all be around. I don't want to lose everybody. During this time too, I've wanted to like make some sort of update video, and I've wrote out about 8 or 9 different scripts and scrapped them all. So finally I just decided, you know what, I'll just set up the camera and just go on whatever's off the top of my head. Anyway, so if you're looking for some content, yeah, maybe I'll be posting some stuff about building up again, getting stronger again, maybe like a zero to hero type kind of thing. If you're also looking for other content, I am going to be editing some of Isaiah's videos here and there, so if you see something different on his channel, then you'll know that was a bit of my work. I've been having fun being with those guys, filming some sessions, which is great. Yeah, I'm working on building my home gym. Getting weights is insanely difficult, so if you have suggestions on how to get weights before they go out of stock, I'm looking for those rubber bumper weights, Yeah, for any of those who are watching, just be patient with me, as I'm being really patient as well. And I'm not going to rush into it. I'm going to get healthy, and everything's going to be all good once I start jumping. One other thing I forgot to mention. So another thing, I've been trying to keep busy as well. So I'm taking 5 classes right now. 4 of them over at UCF, and one of them is like a workshop, which has been really good in helping me kind of gather myself up in my head. I needed something to like make me feel like I'm making some sort of progress. So school is a really good way. So I got about a semester and a half left, and I should have my bachelor's. And you know, better late than never, right? Right. And so with that, I think for the most part we are all updated. So if you guys are interested in a zero to hero type video, maybe I could start showing my workouts. They're not exciting because they're not anything powerful. It's all strength work, very very light strength work, and that's it. I think it might be cool because you'll see over time you will see like some progress, and I think the progress will be quick, like in terms of the amount of weight that I do or the amount of work that I'm doing. Yeah, and I think to close off, if you made it this far, then you guys are the real ones. Then I got nothing else. Okay, that's it. Cool. See you guys in the next one.